Welcome back, everybody. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. Today we're going to be doing a video about Nio. Before I start the video, guys, please make sure to leave a like on the video below. Subscribe to the channel for more awesome content. Join the family, guys. Let's go on our investor journey together. Today we're going to be talking about Nio Stock. Is it time to sell Nio Stock, or is now a good time to buy Nio Stock? But before I start the video, guys, I just want everybody to know that everything I say in my videos is not financial advice. It is just my personal opinion and for educational purposes only. So with that being said, let's get started with the video. So, Nio's been basically in the news a lot lately. It's been in the talks a lot lately. And a lot of people have kind of been wondering, what's been going on with Nio. So taking a look at the 1 week chart, we see it's up 5.61%. Not too bad. It did trade in the 30s for a while. Taking a look at the 1 month chart, we see here that it did have a steep decline, and mostly throughout August, like I said, just trading sideways, not really doing much. And we finally kind of shot back up into the 40s, which is a very good key level of support. But a lot of people have been wondering, why hasn't Nio been growing as fast as it was when it first kind of IPO'd, started getting a lot of heat? So if we take a look at the 1 year chart, we see here September 24th, 2020, Nio was, $18 a share. We see this huge run up here all the way up to 53, a little bit of a pullback. And then even here, though, in January, earlier this year, we see at the top, Nio hit its all-time high. I think it was around $66.90. Ever since then, it's kind of just been trading sideways, slowly going down. We had this huge crash here, May 13th of 2021, where Nio hit $31. Made its way back up and then has slowly been decreasing again. A lot of people have been kind of getting scared or kind of been wondering, is Nio living up to the expectation that people are putting out for it? What's its overall path from here? Is it time to actually sell Nio stock? Is Nio stock going to continue to grow? Well, we do have to put in, there's been a lot of factors of consideration that have really been affecting Nio stock price if we take a look at it on paper. One, Chinese stocks have been under a lot of heat right now, right? Obviously, there was a huge Chinese crackdown on a lot of tech stocks, which basically crashed a lot of the Chinese tech stocks like Alibaba, a lot of the tech stocks like GS Tech, Edu, even Nio, because Nio is also sort of a tech company. It's not just an EV company as well. It does have and focus on innovative technology. But, the big crackdown from the Chinese government really did send the Chinese stocks downward a lot. And let alone Nio does fall into the high growth category. So, we did see that, a lot of these high growth stocks, whether it's Tesla, Lucid Motors, Nio, all these high growth stocks that, have plans for the future that are going to be big in the next 2 to 3 years, all took a pretty big correction earlier this year and have never really kind of made that recovery all the way back up. Even Tesla was trading around $9 to $9.50 a share and is still currently trading around $700, which is still, if you take a look about it on paper, almost 20%, or if not a little bit more than 20% of its all-time highs. And, if we continue to look at the facts, we see that, because of this big chip shortage that's affecting the whole world right now, Nio recently, as a company, had to pull back its expected deliveries, right? It had to lower down its deliveries for the year. And a lot of people are saying that this chip shortage could last well into 2023. So, taking a look at it on paper, it has not really been a very good time for Nio. Obviously, we also know that Nio did have a fatal car crash in its autopilot system, which is not a good sign for the stock either. So basically anything bad that's been happening to Nio basically just all happened at once, which has sent the stock price down quite a bit. Still currently trading at $40.31, which is not too bad if people got in early. But I know there's a lot of people out there who bought Nio at $55 a share, $60 a share, $65 a share, and they've been probably holding it for a long time now, saying, is Nio ever going to make it? Is Nio going to continue to grow? For me, I continue to add to my Nio positions in a bunch of my portfolios. I have about a cumulative 1,000 shares of Nio because I am super, super bullish on Nio. I'm super bullish on the EV companies and the overall EV growth. So if we take a look at it, we see that EV is growing very, very quickly, and EV is going to continue to grow very, very quickly over the next couple of years, if not over the next couple of decades as well. We see that there's a lot of car companies out there, whether it's Ford, Nissan, all these big time companies who are making pushes to put out more EV cars. Why? Because it is the future. A lot of people don't really want to be paying gas anymore. And if we guys see on the day-to-day, gas is very expensive. So having an electric vehicle right now is just a lot more convenient. We also see that Nio as a company in itself is still growing, right? Their deliveries were not the best last month, but there's not really much that they can do because of the chip shortage, right? They're still pumping out vehicles though. They're still selling cars, and Nio has already expanded into Europe and is already doing pretty well over there as well. We see that Nio is also dropping an ET7 sedan, so it's definitely going to be able to attract more clientele altogether. But with Nio, it's more of a patience game at this point. A lot of people have been saying, okay, I'm buying Nio, but it's not going anywhere. It's not doing anything. You guys have to be looking at it in the long term. For me, when I bought Nio and I continue to add to my positions, I'm not really worried about what Nio is going to be doing at the end of the year or maybe even next year. But I do know that 2 to 3, 4, 5, 6 years from now, that Nio is going to be an absolutely huge company. Yes, I know a lot of people don't really want to wait that long. A lot of people do want the overnight results. A lot of people do really want Nio to be back at $65, $66 a share. I do too, but for me, I continue to add to my position any chance I get because I do think that Nio is a huge steal at these prices. I don't think that, I know a lot of people say this, but I don't think we're going to see Nio at these prices much longer at this point. Basically, anything bad that's happened in Nio has already been factored into the stock price. So basically the only thing left for Nio at this point is to basically just start committing fraud for it to actually tank anything lower. Yeah, it may have its rundowns back into the 30s. It may be like $37, $38, but I do not see Nio going below anything that's just my personal opinion. So for me, I'm taking the opportunity to add to my positions with Nio stock because I do think that Nio is worth a buy at $40.31. I do think that the company is absolutely worth it. I do think the company has very good foundational growth. I think the company is led by a lot of good people, and I do think that Nio is going to be the top EV company of China. I've said this time and time again that I do think that Nio is going to be the top representative of China. Like I said, they're expanding in all the right ways. They're expanding into Europe already. They're still building a bunch of new product lines. Yes, they're still working on perfecting the autopilot. Yes, they're still working on, longer and lasting batteries. And most importantly, Nio offers a battery as a service, which no other EV company actually does offer. So when we take a look at it on paper, Nio is headed in the right direction as far as growth. And I know there's a lot of people out there who have lost their patience with Nio. A lot of people want to sell out of their positions with Nio stock. A lot of people don't really want to be holding on to Nio much longer, especially because there's a lot of people out there who are saying, okay, you know what, it's time to dump Chinese stocks. Like, they're no longer going to be doing anything. Chinese stocks aren't doing anything anymore. It's time to get rid of them. Yes, I'll admit, there's a lot of Chinese stocks that have taken a pretty big hit, but for me, it doesn't change the bullish sentiment because this stuff eventually will fade out, right? The chip shortage is eventually going to go away. Nio is going to still expand. Nio is going to continue making vehicles, and Nio is still selling cars. And Nio is still making money, right? They're still in business, and next quarter, I believe that they're still going to do very well. And Nio is also very close to profitability. So if we take a look at it on paper, Nio is doing all the right things as an EV company. It just happens to be in a series of unfortunate events. That's really reflected in its overall stock price the last couple of months. But I want people to be rest assured, I don't think it's a good time to sell Nio stock. I think people should continue adding to their positions. And I think that people should just play the patience game with Nio because I know that this company is going to be huge by the end of this year, by the end of next year, and the year after that. And my overall price prediction for Nio as well, I do think that Nio does have the chance to still hit $75 by the end of the year. Nio is one of those companies that has a bunch of explosive growth, so I would not be shocked if we do see Nio stock price hit $75 by the end of this year. With that being said, guys, that's all I really have to say about the video. You guys let me know down in the comments section below, guys, what you think of Nio stock. Do you guys think Nio stock is a good buy, $40.31? If you guys own Nio stock, how many shares do you guys own and what's your average? I'm always very curious to know. With that being said, guys, thank you. Have a great day.